friends, today we bring you a message that will touch your heart. Listen carefully, because it might change the way you see life. Why does betrayal in love hurt so deeply, and is it even possible to heal from it? These are questions that have haunted countless hearts, questions that maybe you yourself are carrying as you listen right now. Betrayal in a relationship is not just about broken promises or secrets revealed. It is about trust, the invisible thread that ties two souls together, suddenly being cut, leaving you gasping, lost, and wondering if you will ever feel whole again. If you've ever experienced the sharp sting of betrayal, you know that it feels like a storm that arrives without warning, tearing apart the world you thought was safe. But stay with me, because in the middle of that storm there is a hidden path, a way not only to survive but to rise stronger than ever before, and by the end of this clip you might just begin to see that path for yourself. So I invite you to listen closely, to let every word sink in, and if you find comfort or strength here, consider subscribing so you don't walk this journey alone. Let's talk about why betrayal hurts so much. It is not just the act itself, it is the story you built with someone, the dreams you painted together, the belief that you were safe in the arms of another. When betrayal happens, it shatters not only your connection with that person but also the way you see yourself. You start questioning your worth, wondering if you were enough, if you missed the signs, if you could have done something differently. The pain is not just in the loss of love, it is in the collapse of certainty. And yet, my friend, that collapse can also be the beginning of something new, because from the ruins of broken trust you have the chance to build something even more unshakable, the kind of trust you place in yourself. Betrayal hurts because it touches the deepest human need, the desire to belong, to be chosen, to be valued without condition. When that bond is broken, it feels like rejection of your very essence. But let me remind you, someone else's choice to betray says nothing about your value. It speaks of their wounds, their weaknesses, their inability to honor love. You are not defined by what someone did to you, you are defined by how you rise after. And rising is possible, even if now you feel like all strength has been drained away. Healing does not begin by pretending you are fine, it begins by allowing yourself to grieve, to cry, to feel the weight of disappointment. Because pain is not weakness, it is proof that you loved deeply, that your heart was open, and that in itself is beautiful. I know it feels unfair. You gave your trust, your vulnerability, your loyalty, and what you received was betrayal. That sense of injustice is heavy. But here is the secret most people never realize. Healing does not come from waiting for justice or revenge. Healing begins the moment you choose to stop carrying the poison of what was done to you. Imagine holding a burning coal in your hand, holding it because you think throwing it will hurt the one who hurt you. But the longer you hold it, the more it burns you. Betrayal is that coal. The act of releasing it, of letting go, is not about excusing them, it is about freeing yourself. You deserve to heal, you deserve peace, you deserve to move forward without dragging chains of resentment behind you. And yes, letting go is not easy. The memories come back at night, the questions echo in your mind, the anger rises without warning. But let me tell you something powerful, healing is not a straight line. Some days you will feel strong, other days you may feel broken again. That's okay. Healing is like the ocean tide, coming in waves. What matters is that each wave slowly washes away the pain, until one day you realize you are standing stronger than you ever thought possible. And when you share this clip with someone who needs it, you become part of that healing wave, extending hope to others who think they are alone. Betrayal teaches us lessons we never asked for but often desperately need. It forces us to see red flags we once ignored. It makes us reflect on boundaries we failed to set. And above all, it teaches us to trust ourselves again. Because betrayal often makes you doubt your own intuition. Maybe you felt something was wrong but silenced your inner voice. Healing is about learning to listen to that voice again, to honor it, and to realize that the greatest betrayal is when we stop believing in ourselves. So from now on, let your healing journey be about strengthening that inner trust, about saying, I will never abandon myself, even if others do. Perhaps you wonder if it is possible to ever love again after being betrayed. The answer is yes, but not in the same way. You will love with more awareness, with clearer boundaries, with a heart that is both softer and stronger. Betrayal does not mean love has died, it means that love is asking you to rise to a higher level, where you no longer seek completion in someone else but share your wholeness freely. And when you reach that place, you will attract connections built not on illusion but on truth. The pain you feel now may one day become the wisdom that helps you recognize real love when it appears. There is a beauty hidden even in the darkest pain, the beauty of rebirth. Like a seed that must break before it grows, betrayal cracks us open, but in that breaking we find the chance to become more authentic, more resilient, more compassionate. Remember this, your heart is not fragile glass, it is living muscle that grows stronger after every tear. Each scar tells a story of survival, of lessons learned, of strength discovered. And if you are listening right now, it means you are already on that path of becoming. You are not destroyed, you are transforming. And transformation is the beginning of freedom. So how do you truly begin to heal? First, by allowing yourself to feel without shame. Second, by talking, sharing your story with trusted friends, a mentor, or even communities like this one, where you are not judged but understood. And third, by forgiving, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Forgiveness is not forgetting, it is choosing not to let their actions chain your future. It is saying, I refuse to let your betrayal define the rest of my life. I choose freedom. As you move forward, start small. Rebuild routines, rediscover passions, invest in your dreams. Every step you take towards yourself is a step away from the shadow of betrayal. And whenever doubt whispers that you are broken, answer with this truth. You are not broken, you are breaking open into someone wiser, stronger, more alive. That is the gift hidden in the pain. And if you have listened until this point, let me remind you, you are not alone. Thousands of hearts are healing just like yours. Subscribe and stay connected, because together we create a space where healing is possible and hope never dies. And finally, remember this. Betrayal may have changed your story, but it does not have to define your ending. You are the author of the next chapter, and you hold the pen. Write a chapter filled with courage, self-respect, new beginnings. Write a chapter where the wound becomes the wisdom, where the scar becomes a symbol of beauty, where the tears become seeds of joy. Healing takes time, but it is always possible, and one day you will look back and realize that betrayal was not the end of your story, it was the beginning of your rebirth. And that is the truth I want you to carry from this clip. Stay strong, keep your heart open, and never forget, your worth is untouchable, your spirit is unbreakable, and your future is brighter than you can imagine.